Great job, guys. Come on. Yes. Nothing? No. Thank you. Okay, so there's, what are we? We're past fail now. We did those jokes. So, yes. There was some interest. Thank you, Adam. There was some interest to compete tonight. I was surprised myself. I thought we were all happy with pass fail and just getting by. But we had a joke contest. So, we had some submissions here. I'm not sure, I think from faculty and students. We're going to judge them based on applause, is that correct? Not by drums, by perhaps just by applause. All right, so here's number. This is true. I'm not making. I have not seen these. So this is number one. These were just handed to me. How do you make a hormone? Don't pay her. Dr. Grasstein, I told you that would not be accepted. Clean it up. Let's clean it up, guys. Let's clean it up. It's a family show. Alright, it's disgusting. I agree. This is ridiculous. I like people. I can do family medicine. It's not this hot during rehearsal. Alright, number two, what's the difference between a... Oh, wait, hold on a second. What's the difference between a patient with metabolic alkalosis and a patient with metabolic alkalosis and hypokalemia? I don't wait. The answer is nothing. All patients with med alk are hypokalemic? Perhaps he misunderstood this was a joke. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, let's get it. A little foot pedal. Alright, we got one more. Who can tell me the difference between a preschool and a brothel? Nobody? You sick, sick crowd. Dr. Miller? Dr. Miller, I told you this was not going to be funny. Okay, up next we got two videos. I've been told they're about some of our favorite faculty members. Play it.
On February 15th, 2011, a renowned expert was flown in from the Deep South as a special guest lecturer on class of 2014. Unbeknownst to the Cornell faculty, this special guest lecturer was nothing more than a Southern hick lactate junkie. The debauchery that ensued was luckily caught on film for your viewing pleasure. And with no further ado, we offer you a glimpse of history.
We have a special guest lecturer this morning. Dr. Matthew Goodwin is, of course, a member of the second year class. It's a little bit unusual to have the second year class lecture to the first year class, but I think, as you'll see, there's a very good reason for this. We were desperate. Is this good? You guys hear that? Our house back in the woods of Alabama, it was a two-story huge house. We actually paid $400 a month total in cash, in person, to come also buy us. These things were bathed in lactic acid, very high levels of lactate. Lactating, of course, is very different than lactate. So lactose, you know, take on a lot of this water, lactose tolerant, and I mean, take away the two, you would ferment lactate, and he found that lactic acid was extremely high. I'm sorry, speak up, because I actually have a remaining warning for that It's being taped, isn't it? I probably never will be back. main areas we studied. One was lactate metabolism. So lactose, I don't know if they know about this one, about this color. You might recognize her. She probably got you out in the dodgeball game at some point. You probably got this guy out. That's lactose. So it's, so that's not like lactase just happened. It was over my head, but it sounded really cool. And if you turn around and look down our driveway, you would actually see it kind of winds around through the woods for about 400 meters before you get to this old country highway. No, because that's all lactose. That's not lactate.
When it comes time to have a baby, does it make sense, or do you recommend breastfeeding before exercise to reduce lactate levels?
No.
You had a slide with the different VO2 maxes, the one with the different animals. Where would a shark fit?
I don't know.
That's a self-managed activity. What's the best self-mental sexual position?
I hope you're making money off this, right? This is Alabama, football and woods and cheap living. I hope from this point on in your life you think of lactate as haplotype. Okay, lactate, of course, it is haplotype. Lactate's actually doing the same thing. He did something that lasted for 30 seconds to 2 minutes, and it was all out.
Upon completion of his lecture, Dr. Goodwin was escorted out of the auditorium and out of the medical school building. He was asked never to return, and a formal apology was issued to the class of 2014 for wasting 64 minutes of their life.
What you say?
Okay, guys, we got two more things. We got an after show upstairs in the All-In Lounge. If you'll just head on out and up the stairs, up to the lounge, we have adult beverages and sushi. You're going to see some bloopers, and the band's going to play out. First of all, thank you to Shahar, Alex, Jade, Sophie, and John for directing the show. Big round of applause. Jeremy for doing the sound. Leslie and Yuki on the lights. Lightning. Jake on the spotlight up top. Keep it going. Jeremy for picking my wardrobe. Things and all. James and the Goodwin Show Band. Tom Pitts for making us look good one more time. Dean Stewart Johnson for not throwing me out. AW, Demon Don, Nate, Mars, and Crafty, and all the others we made fun of for being good sports. And finally, thank yourselves. You've been a wonderful crowd. Hope to see you upstairs.